I might cop me a house on an island, somewhere secluded and private. Get a bag and I make a deposit. Bank account like a car with high mileage. You might ask who I am, who's inquiring. They calling me dreams, I'm inspiring. I came from the bottom, now look where I'm at. When they see me, they all be admiring. Might meet me and think that you know me. Don't dab me like homies, I stick to my lonely. It's me and me only, these niggas so phony. This 45 on me, I'm moving like Tony. That means that I'm militant. You worry about shorties, I'm worried about dividends. This voice is an instrument. It took me to places that niggas ain't never been. And no, I'm not finished yet. Remember back then when a nigga had the penny pinch? That took some diligence, I was persistent. Now I reap the benefits, built up a business and now I'm legitimate, I'm a vibe, know you feeling that. I'm a clown with a ceiling at. I get high when I'm finna rap. Every line is a hit a crack. Come alive when I hear a track. I be shining like a diamond. Every time that I get a shine, I'm blinding, it's beyond lit. I be killing the game with no kindness. I be speaking so loud with my silence. I be breaking it down with no grinder. I be up in the clouds like I'm flying. Nirvana. Told him give me a meal, I might sign it. Nah, nigga, for real, I'm being honest. Only taking a deal with 2 commas. Even with that deal, I whip Hondas. I'd invest that meal, now that's knowledge. They like how he here with no college. Bro, I made it here cause I'm solid. They just hate me now cause I got a whole lot of blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I ain't been worried about nothing, no, I ain't been stressing. Stacking my money, it double while I was just resting. Come check out this homie, bro, look, I just got me a check-in. Blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I ain't been worried about nothing, no, I ain't been stressing. Stacking my money, it double while I was just resting. Come check out this homie, bro, look, I just got me a check-in.
Zillionaire Entertainment, baby.
All right, what's up? What's going on? It's your boy Zillionaire. We're gonna get into the show. I'm gonna watch this video, and I want to point out a few things like I always do. Make it a quick Saturday night video. What's up, James? What's up, Roxy? What's up, Tiger? We're gonna make this a quick video, but I want you to listen to 2. I don't know if you watched Kevin's show the other night. It was really good. You had 2 women come on there crying, making excuses. One woman broke down crying. We supposed to feel sorry for her and her bad decisions in life. Let me pull the video up. We supposed to feel sorry for her. It was crazy last night, but we're gonna listen to it. I want to break it down. It's always excuses. These women have excuses for everything. I don't know why. They just accountability. These women don't believe in accountability. So let's listen to the video. It's pretty long, and there's 2 different women on here. So I want to break down and give my thoughts on what I thought about this. Let's check it out.
4.
And how you said he's 8 years older than you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What they met him?
Yes.
What does your father think about him?
Well, I was in foster care, but my foster father kind of doesn't make comments about the people we're dating, like unless he sees like I guess like signs of abuse, like mental, physical and stuff. So he hasn't really said anything, but he seems like he likes them.
All right. Did you start dating him with the express intent of getting married?
Yes, sir.
All right. And did he start dating you with the same intent?
Of getting married, probably not.
Well then how does that work? If you started dating him with the express intent of getting married and he did not have the same intent, that's a disconnect right there.
But I mean, don't people like I mean when you first start dating somebody, I personally didn't think like, okay, I want to marry this man. I think like I made that decision like after a couple months of dating
Well,
and
that's the problem. That's the problem. Dating is dumb because exactly what you describing happens. You guys decide you start to bond to somebody who does not fit. See, what's supposed to happen is let's just assume you are a wife. Then you should only be dealing with people who want to get married and are looking for wives. You have that conversation in the first conversation.
well, we've had that conversation. He's proposed to two other people before. So he's definitely marriage minded. Um,
No. You're listening to what you're hearing what you want to hear. Uh, Did this man start dating you with the express intention that he wanted to get married? And you said no. So everything else doesn't matter.
um,
Confirmation bias, you will find a way to make it fit. And you ask me if I'm wasting my time. Why you yes. If you're even if you're a wife, you're wasting your time. But are you a wife?
um,
No.
mm-mm.
That's why
I'm,
you
I,
that's why
I
you're
would say,
wasting your time.
Now you hear that? She talking about she want a husband. A lot of women be wanting husbands, but they're not wives. She just told you. He said, "Are you a wife?" She said, if you got to do all that, you ain't ready." So you got a lot of women want to be wives, want husbands, but you ain't wifey material. So he's giving her a dose of reality, and she gonna start crying soon, like a lot of these chicks do. When they hear the truth, they start crying. I don't know what it is about the truth, especially in our community with our women. They don't want to hear that. Just tell me what I want to hear. And they wonder why they got so many babies by so many different men, because they're so used to men just telling them what they want to hear. That's what gets y'all black women in trouble anyway. Y'all always want to hear what y'all want to hear. But anyway, let's listen to the rest of it.
Time. Wives wouldn't waste their time. Just one thing I can't say definitively. Wives don't waste their time. Wives don't waste their time with men who aren't looking to get married. Just like the other woman. She wasn't a wife. You're not a wife. That's why y'all are content to waste your time, and that's fine. But just know that. So when it ends, you can't blame the man.
so I don't know. Like I'm still having a disconnect because we've had conversations about marriage and stuff like that, and it's definitely something that he wants. It seems like the conversations that we
He
have about marriage between us is more so a matter of um
he doesn't want to marry you. Just like the last lady. Men will talk to you about being married. There's a difference when a man talks about marriage and the man talks about marrying you.
no, we did talk, no, he has talked about marrying me specifically. He basically has said that
Are you a wife?
I don't really know. I don't
Were you raised to
know.
be a wife?
But I have things to
Were
work
you
on.
raised to be a wife?
Excuse me?
Were you raised to be a wife?
No, sir.
Okay. You have any siblings? You said you're in foster care, right?
Yes.
Um, why do you want to get married?
I want to get married because for one, I was in foster care with my immediate family, and a lot of my family are married. And then I also want to be married because I'm a single mom, And I now see the importance of having a male figure around my child. I see the importance of having a man in my
Where's your
life. And
child's father?
where is my child's father?
Yep.
Since I decided not to be with him, he is not communicating with me anymore.
How old is your child?
She's 3.
There's all kind of things wrong with this situation.
It is.
Now that's crazy. She said there's always two sides to every story. Now she claimed he don't want to communicate with her. Man, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think a lot of these women get mad and they keep the kid away from the man. So I think she's trying to play both sides here. But we don't know if that's true or not. You know, so why would he stop coming? Man, you're supposed to try to keep the father in your kid's life. Period. So I don't know. I don't know. Women it's always the man's fault in every situation. I don't understand it. But let's continue.
You need therapy. You need to get your kid ready for some therapy. And you are not a wife and not ready to be a wife because you just described you want somebody to help you raise their kid. No, ma'am, please don't fight me on this one. You don't want to go where this is going to go. I understand you're a single mother. You're a 3-year-old, but there are red flags all over the place. And I'm telling you, marriage won't fix what's going on here.
Well, I mean,
Now he's absolutely right on that point because she's not wifey material, and she said, "I'm not a wife, but you're looking for a husband." No, you're looking for a step pop. You're looking for somebody to take care of another man's kids. That's why she wants to get married. That's why a lot of black women want to get married. They only want a man that's quality when they have children. A man of quality, a man of high status, high quality. We're supposed to take care of another man's children, another man's seed. That's what these women expect. Have babies by Pookie, Ray Ray, and losers. Then I want to hurry up and get married to this man because he can take care of me and he can take care of Pookie's baby. That's all they want. They want you to take care of their baby, another man's child. That's it.
I mean, I'm not looking for a stepdaddy per se.
Ma'am, it'll be a goddamn stepdaddy no matter what you want to call it. Your husband would be a stepfather to your child. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Thank you. Then it don't matter. Y'all don't want to call it, but you are. And let me correct you, man. You are looking for a stepdaddy before you're looking for a husband. That's how we look at it. We got to look at that the kid we're taking on cause you're a package deal. He's a stepdaddy first. He's your husband second.
And I don't agree with that.
I don't give a shit if you agree with it. You're not the one that has to take the risk.
It's funny how you could give a woman facts and they still give you their feelings. It's like mind blowing. You could put all the facts in front of a woman's face. She'll still deny the facts or the truth she's looking at because she always wants to tell you how she feels about it. And you need to be more logical and look at the facts. But they're always in their feelings, and they always have a selfish motive. Most women have selfish motives. And I'm going to talk about that. And so I got a bunch of new topics I'm going to talk about. A lot of these women have selfish motives. It's about them, what they want right now. They don't care about the totality of the situation. You are looking for a stepdaddy. You are. She don't want to make it. She don't like the way that sound. You are a baby mother. That's what you are. It's funny how a woman could be a prostitute and she'll still want you to call her a queen. A woman could be a baby mama and she still wants you to call her a wife. It's crazy how you call it what it is. They don't like it because it don't make them feel good. Well, man, make better choices in life. You chose to be a baby mother. You chose to spread your legs, let a guy bust up in you before you required marriage. And most black women are like that. Most black women only require dick before marriage. They require that seed before marriage, and then they complain. You chose that path. You chose it. Now you're trying to put that issue on another man. Let's continue.
Okay.
You got a daughter of a dude that ain't even talking to you. Cool. But that means a man is walking into a jacked up situation. And he has to, and do you want any more kids?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How many more?
2.
So if a man were to have 2 children with you, every dollar he would spend on the 3 kids, 66 cents of his dollar would go to his 2 kids, and then 33 cents would go to another man's child. How is another man's child an asset for your for another man?
I mean, why couldn't I make that same argument since he has a
No,
child?
ma'am, you can't answer. So you can't see what you can't do is answer a question with the question. The question I asked was, how is another man's child an asset for another man?
The child is not an asset to another man.
So the only way to make it make sense is you got to make another argument. And that's the problem. That's the issue. A stepfather is a bad deal today.
Facts. Stepdaddy is a bad deal. That's a fact. It's a fact because you got to spend money on another man's kid. And not only that, if the relationship go bad, she might falsely accuse you of doing something to him. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to tell you why being a stepdad is a bad deal. You got to spend your money on another man's legacy. Not only that, if the relationship go wrong, she could get vindictive and evil and falsely accuse you of doing something to one of them. There you have it. Bad deal. Bad deal.
Because they don't get the respect. Number 2, you didn't come in saying, I want to come in and support a man in his dreams and desires and what he wants to build in this. You said, I see the importance of having a man around and I want to have somebody. It's all about you and what you need. But what about him? And
Well,
he has to.
They don't care about, they don't, women only care about themselves. They don't care about the man. They only care about what they're getting from a man. It's like with women, they don't care about it being 50-50 as far as give and receive. I give you what you want. You give me what I want. They don't look at it like that. It's just take. Me. What I want. Forget what you want. Forget what you need. Forget what forget me comforting you or whatever the case may be. The majority of them are very selfish. It's only about them.
To step in. If he marries you, ma'am, your child is a liability. In the way you don't want to look at it this way, but your child is a liability. Meaning this: if he has $1, if he has $100, are you going to allow him to put $100 onto his kids and 0 onto your daughter?
Right.
Ma'am, don't even make the come on now.
Right.
If he comes back with a pizza, comes back with a pizza, and the pizza has 12, and the pizza has 12 slices. He gives 3 to his son, 3 to his daughter. He eat 3, you eat 3, your daughter gets none.
That would be a problem.
Exactly. So he has to provide for your daughter like it's his biological child. True or false?
Yes, sir.
That's not a good goddamn deal for any man.
It's not.
It may not sound like a good deal, but I feel like I'm not just looking for a stepfather. Like I've committed a lot to him within these past couple months. Like I currently work for him. I quit my job to work for him. Like I've been trying my best to I'm very submissive to him. I listen to him and I'm very supportive of everything that he's doing. And when I started to date him, that's when I started to think more realistically about
the things I'm saying to you fit any single mother. So it's not about you. It's just the fact that I've been a stepfather. Okay, look. So it's not a good deal. Okay. If he chooses to take on the responsibility, just understand that it's not what most men would do. And my thing is, if a man is willing to take on the responsibility of another child today, I don't know,
I
man.
feel
I
like
hope he gets the reverence he deserves.
I just feel like that's putting I just feel like that's putting me in a box with other people.
Yeah, it's called a baby mama. That's where you are. You're a baby mama.
No,
That's right. You're in the
that-
box.
She's talking about you put me in a box. Ma'am, you're a baby mother. You are in that box. You're a baby mom. That's what you are. That kill me. They want you to call them something else because they always want you to make them feel good about their bad choices. That's what kill me about these women. Make me feel good about my bad decisions in life. Make me feel good about being a stepmom. I mean, about being a baby mother. Make me feel good about having babies out of wedlock or babies and I'm not with the man. Make me feel good about it. Don't tell me exactly what it is. And she's talking about you put me in a box. You put yourself in that box. Stop putting me in a box. You put yourself in it. If I want to go out here and sell drugs and be a drug dealer, I put myself in that statistical category. I am now a drug dealer. I'm not going to call myself a legitimate businessman. Now, come on, man. If I go out there and become to sell drugs, what are they going to call me? A drug dealer. Every time a man does something, he gets called exactly what he is. When a woman does something, there's always an excuse. Now, come on. That's what you are. You put yourself in that baby mama box.
You're in the baby mama.
If y'all just came into the live, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe. If you're going to donate to the channel, make sure you hit the super chat, Cash App, PayPal, become a monthly member, all that good stuff. Support the channel. If you love me so much, support the channel with all the links and the monthly members and all that other good stuff. Show me how you support me. Don't tell me, show me.
Yep, you're in the baby mama box. You ain't special. Nope. Y'all all think y'all special. Y'all all think you're special. You pick. Look, man. Like it or not, I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but you ain't gonna run that shit over here. You made a baby with a dude that don't even stick around. You're not an ex-wife. You're not a widow. You're a baby mama.
Exactly.
That's a box. That's a box.
And she wants to argue that point. You're a baby mother, and she wants to argue that. How are you arguing what you are? Ma'am, that's what you are. She don't like the way it sounds, but that's what you is. That's what it is.
That's a box.
I understand. That's not what I'm talking about, though. What I was referring to was the comments that you like. Well, specifically, what I was thinking about was when you said how stepfathers don't get the respect that they deserve, because it's a conversation.
They don't get the respect from society like they used to. They don't. But stepfathers have no rights.
Why should the respect of society matter when I respect him and I make sure my child respects him?
The fact that you asked that question just shows how little y'all understand who we are as men. To men, that question answers itself. And the fact that I have to explain it to you shows the gap between female and male understanding today. Go in the comment section and look at what the men say to that. Your respect ain't enough. We live in a world to where your daughter is 3. When she becomes 14, and you have 2 more kids, and she sees that her siblings are getting different treatment than she gets. Mama, Dante looked at me a certain way when I came out of the bathroom. I don't like the way he's been looking at me. He asked me to do so and so. All it takes is one allegation, ma'am.
Exactly what I'm saying. Now you heard what he just said. One allegation. That's all it takes. To stepfathers, you don't win. I mean, stepdads get falsely accused of shit. Nope. Stepdads go. Somebody says she full of it, full of shit. And Kevin saying, yeah, he's on point. I ain't gonna lie. The guy is on point. I mean, he's on point with this. I can't front. He is on point. Like you say, a stepfather, that's a bad deal. I will never suggest any black man to be a stepfather. Don't do it. And if you black women have all these baby daddies, get back with one of your baby daddies. Try to build a family with one of those men you had a child with. Don't be no stepfather. That's a bad deal. You'll have false allegations, false accusations like I do. You'll get falsely accused. As soon as it goes wrong, you be heading down to the jailhouse. And you're like, you're going to be looking like, what the hell is going on?
Dog up on charges right now. It's being sued, not on charges, being sued right now. That to men, that question answers itself. And the fact that I have to explain it to you shows the gap between female and male understanding today. Go in the comment section. Look at what the men say to that. Your respect ain't enough. We live in a world to where your daughter is 3. When she becomes 14, and you have 2 more kids, and she sees that her siblings are getting different treatment than she gets. Mama, Dante looked at me a certain way when I came out of the bathroom. I don't like the way he's been looking at me. He asked me to do so and so. All it takes is one allegation, ma'am.
Facts. Facts on facts on facts. Don't ever be a stepdad. Don't ever be a step nothing. Don't be a step uncle. Don't be a step don't be a step nothing. These chicks will falsely accuse you in a minute. Your ass will be going to jail. Let that relationship go wrong. Play step uncle. Play step uncle, stepdaddy, any version of any step. When the relationship go wrong, believe it. 9 times you're gonna get falsely accused of something. I know that from experience. Somebody said, when I see a single mom hit on me, I hit the road. Right. Yes, hit the road. Because I can't do nothing for you. I could be a friend to you. I could give you advice. I'm not getting in a relationship with a woman with a bunch of children. No. Hell no. I see how that could go wrong so many ways. Black men don't benefit from that relationship. And not only that, a black man could go to jail because of that relationship. I'm speaking from experience. A black woman will throw your ass in jail in a minute because she didn't get what she want. When she don't get what she want out of a situation and you move on, you happy with another woman, she could bring up some false charges on your ass. And we know how the system work when it comes to women. How does the system work? Whatever a woman say you did, the system says you did it. I'm going to say this again. Whatever the woman say you did, the system says you did it.
What I was referring to was the comments that you specifically what I was thinking about was when you said how stepfathers don't get the respect that they deserve, because it's the conversation.
They don't get the respect from society like they used to. They don't. Stepfathers have no rights.
Why should the respect of society matter when I respect him and I make sure my child respects him?
The fact that you asked that question just shows how little y'all understand who we are as men. To men, that question answers itself. And the fact that I have to explain it to you shows the gap between female and male understanding today. Go in the comment section. Look at what the men say to that. Your respect ain't enough. We live in a world to where your daughter is 3. When she becomes 14, and you have 2 more kids, and she sees that her siblings are getting different treatment than she gets. Mama, Dante looked at me a certain way when I came out of the bathroom. I don't like the way he's been looking at me. He asked me to do so and so. All it takes is one allegation, ma'am.
Facts.
Snoop Dogg up on charges right now. It's being sued, not on charges, being sued right now. Man.
I think that's on the parents. Like,
you know, the problem with what?
The
problem with the parents? The problem with the parents?
I want to clarify what I was trying to say. I feel like any child who makes a false allegation against a man like that is a fault on the parents, because I feel like that's an early.
Why didn't you marry your daughter's father?
Why did I not?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he was after I had my child, I felt like he was not emotionally or mentally stable, and he
How
was
old is
not
he?
20.
Now you heard what she just said. He said, "Why didn't you get married to the baby father?" She felt like he was not emotionally or mentally stable. Ma'am, you should have known that before you spread your legs and you let a mentally unstable and unstable and mentally unstable emotional man bust up in you. It's funny, they always got excuses. Well, after I had my child, he was mentally and emotionally unstable. Ma'am, you knew that before you spread your legs. Come on. You knew he was a piece of shit. A lot of you women, you purposely go after niggas that ain't shit. Y'all like men that ain't nothing. And then y'all have an excuse for the men y'all sleep with. Let's continue to listen to this chick. It's ridiculous.
26.
Mm-hmm. So you got a 26-year-old baby daddy and a 32-year-old boyfriend. Your child is 3 years old. Why'd you make a baby with a guy who's 2 years older than you and not emotionally stable before getting married?
Exactly.
Well,
Well,
when we first started dating, I did not.
you did not have a wedding ring and a marriage certificate. We know that. Why did you marry him?
Me and my child's father had a conversation about
Yeah,
being
but you
married.
didn't have a wedding.
The wedding did not happen
No, it
according
didn't
to
happen. So you weren't married.
Yes, and I'm saying that the marriage did not happen according to him because he did not
No,
go
it
to
didn't
the
happen according to anybody. You didn't have a marriage certificate. You didn't have a justice of the peace, a judge, a ceremony. Not according to him. Did you get married legally? I mean, what do you mean not according to him? According to the law, it didn't happen.
No, we did not get legally married, but what
Okay,
I'm
then
saying,
why did you do that? Why'd you have a baby coming from foster care, knowing how important family is? Why'd you have a baby before getting married?
Exactly. They could never answer. You notice these women could never answer that question. These women can never answer that question. Why y'all always having babies before you can find the right man? They always have an excuse for that. Let's continue.
because I thought that man was gonna marry me, and I
I
thought he was
know.
gonna.
See, no. Is that what's supposed to see? You said that if a kid does something, it's to follow the parents. Okay. Well, then this is the parent who decided to have a baby before she got married because you thought he was going to marry you. You know one way to ensure that. You know one way to ensure that is to get the marriage first, right?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Then you wouldn't be in the position you're in right now. Because
But
you
that's
are in a box. You are in a box, ma'am. And here's the thing: you need to understand the box you're in is what the men say it is. Men look at baby mamas different than they do single mothers, women who are married and had kids. You didn't make a good choice. Because understand something: any man that marries you has got to look and say, "You married a dude that was 2 years older, unstable. Then why does he want to raise inferior DNA?" Let's just
why
get
would I
real.
call
Why
his
would,
child?
why would a man want to come in and be a stepfather to inferior DNA? You said he was mentally unstable or whatever, and not in this case life.
DNA? That's not fair to me. He has a child
Who
as
cares
well.
about fair?
She talking about that's not fair to me. Man, what are you talking about? The truth ain't fair. The truth don't feel good. You had a baby. He's absolutely right. I'm sorry. He is right on this point too. You had a baby by inferior DNA. You had a baby by inferior DNA. Yes, you did. Inferior DNA. I think that is hilarious. Inferior. That sounds like a topic. Inferior DNA. They love having that beta male DNA. They love having that weak DNA. I'm going to talk about. He just gave me an idea. I ain't going to lie. Inferior DNA. That weak DNA. They love that weak DNA, that weak sperm, that inferior DNA. They love that weak ass sperm. They love that beta male sperm. They love it. Just shoot. They just want you to shoot up the whole trap house. They like when you shoot up the whole trap house with that inferior DNA. Let's hear it again. That's not fair to me. No, it ain't fair to your daughter that you didn't provide a father figure for. That's not fair to call me a baby mama. That's what you are, ma'am. You made yourself a baby mother. You chose to let this unstable man bust up in you and make an excuse for it. You get married, then you had a child. Now, that's what y'all women like. Y'all like that inferior DNA. Y'all like that weak DNA. Y'all like that beta male DNA. There you have it. And this is why female lioness in the jungle, if you study animal mating rituals, the female lioness never mates with the beta male lion. And the reason why she doesn't is because she knows that if she mates with a beta male lion, they're going to have a weak family line. I'm going to say it again. And we see this in the black community. Black women mating with beta males, raising beta males. And we have a weak ass society of black men and masculine women. In the animal kingdom, the lioness understands we do not mate with the weaker male. The weaker male gets cast out. The weaker male gets pushed to the side, and the dominant male, the alpha male, he's the one that mates with all the female lioness, and he raises his pride because the female lioness understands I have to mate with an alpha male because it is based on our survival. It's based on our family survival. You can't survive with a beta male. You ain't gonna go but so far. But black women, that's where they go. They seek it. They go after weak ass men that have babies by.
So why does he get a pass when he's a single father? But why do I have to? Why does he get more respect and I have more faith in him? But as like women are more acceptable.
Women want fairness. Women want fairness when it suits them.
I'm not.
This is what it is. Why is it fair, ma'am? You want him to marry you.
No, but I'm asking a legit question. Like,
but
why
no, you're asking a legit question. You ask, and I'm giving you the answer because you want him to marry you. Because we choose, because men decide who gets married. That's why. Listen. Pack it up, calm down, and let me help you. Women choose who gets born and who has sex. Those are your choices. Men determine who gets asked for marriage. We control access to marriage. You control access to sex and who gets born. If you decided you wanted to have an abortion, could your baby daddy have stopped you?
No, sir.
Well, how is that fair to him? Oh, see, you accept the unfairness when it benefits you.
No, I didn't.
Bingo. I'm sorry, this dude is on point. This dude is on point. I got to give it to him. He is on point. They only care about what benefits them. That's all they care about. This is that new age modern thinking. These women only care about what's in their best interest. They're not looking at what's in the best interest for you, him, and the kid. They don't care about the best interest for everyone. It's only the best interest for what they want. That's it. That's it.
I did not accept the.
It's unfair. True or false?
It's unfair, and I did not exercise that.
Okay, so there is unfairness in sexual dynamics. And right now, you want to marry him. He's 32. He's got a business, right?
Yes, sir.
He's in a better position. So why does he get a pass? Because he's earned it. You haven't. That's the reality. I'm not supposed to say it, but that's the reality because he's 32, got a business. He can take care of his shit. Can you take care of your shit?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
That's why he gets a pass.
Exactly.
That's how the world works.
Okay.
Now she's supposed to be crying, y'all. We're supposed to feel sorry for her and her crocodile tears. Here she go crying. Here we go. Here we go. When stuff don't go their way, we supposed to feel sorry for them. When stuff hardly never goes our way. Men, when it comes to relationship, things hardly never go our way. They always get what they want. And we always getting the butt end of the stick. Here we go crying again. Women are always crying, but when it comes to relationship, they usually get more out of it than men do. Women, you get way more out of a relationship. Y'all get a baby, y'all get money, y'all get protection, y'all get the ding-a-ling, y'all get everything. Y'all get way more than what we get out of a relationship. Men, we give way more to y'all in a relationship. It's just a fact. We have to do more, but we hardly get anything. We got to do all this stuff. And I'm talking about real men. I'm not talking about losers and bums. Real men have to do all this stuff. And we still get little out of the relationship. That's the crazy part. We got to pay all the bills. We got to protect you. We got to take care of our children and make sure that you're mentally, emotionally, and physically satisfied. I'm going to say that again. Men, real men, we got to pay all the bills in the house. We got to protect everybody in the house. We got to make sure our kids are well taken care of. And we got to make sure our woman is mentally, emotionally, and physically satisfied. Men have to give way more in a relationship than women do. Women get way more out of a relationship than men do. This is a fact. Let's continue. Y'all always talking about something fair. Relationships ain't fair. The dynamic between men and women ain't fair. Y'all always getting more out of the relationship.
It's not about what I want you ladies to understand. It is not about fair. And men have been dealing with the inequities, lack of fairness in the sexual marketplace for the longest. Now we're starting to hear women talk about unfair. But understand, the child that he has, does he have custody of the child?
Yes, sir.
That means he's paying and providing for the child.
He has his daughter full time.
Right. And that means he'd have to take money out of his daughter's mouth to put in your daughter's mouth.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
That's why he gets the fucking pass.
Facts.
But what is the solution?
Exactly. She tried to be slick here. And I'm gonna tell you how slick she tried to be. She said, well, he got a kid too. I'm accepting his kid. Why he can't accept mine? Because, ma'am, he got to pay for your kid. You don't have to pay for his. That's why him being a single father ain't worse than you. You being a single mom is worse than him being a single father, because he already got his shit together. He taking care of his kid, and he got to take care of yours. You ain't got to come out your pocket to pay for another man's child. But men, we always got to come out our pocket when we're playing stepdaddy to take care of your kid, ma'am. It is very unfair. But women don't care about it being unfair as long as they get what they want. What's up, Ava Collier? How are you? Women don't care about it being fair as long as they get what they want. So don't try to pull it. She tried to be slick. She tried to manipulate him on that, like a lot of women are, very manipulative. She tried to manipulate him. Well, I'm accepting his kid, right? But you ain't got to pay for his kid. He paying for it, and he paying for yours. So don't try that. Single fathers, single fathers got to take care of their own kid and yours. So don't shut up, ma'am. She tried to be slick. Shut up.
Because we can't take away all these children that were had out of wedlock. And the purpose of me listening to you.
The solution to what? What is the solution to what?
What is this? Like, how do I get married? Like that's something serious. Like, fuck having a stepfather. Like, I really, really have a deep desire to get married, and I can't.
Okay, hold on. What is the solution for you? Hold on, breathe. Hold on. How, you asked what's the solution? Are you asking me a solution for what do we do with baby mamas? What are we talking about?
No,
you?
How do somebody like myself get married if y'all keep putting me in this box and I don't?
No, man, you put yourself in a box. We didn't do this. You did this.
Exactly.
You put that on me. You did that.
My question is, how do I get married if if the man that
well, you want the answer?
I have a child.
You want the answer? The chances are you don't. It's highly likely you won't. And that's what we need to start telling women. If you decide to make a baby before you get married, you are unlikely to get married.
Exactly. He's right. When you have baby daddies and babies, your likability of getting married has dropped. And a lot of women don't like that reality. When you done had multiple children, your likability of getting married drops. Your marriage percentage drops, rather than a woman with no kids and got her life together. Somebody said rent a dad. When you rent a dad, that means you pay for it. There's no rent a dad. They don't rent dads because they don't pay. These women don't pay for shit. You said rent a dad. If you renting a dad, that means you paying for it. These women don't pay for men. They don't pay it. These women ain't renting men. These men are coming in, taking care of them and their children. Ain't no rent a dads. Nope. Because when you rent something, you're paying for it. Name something these women are paying for. Even when they take care of Pookie and Ray Ray, who's paying for it? The system. The system usually paying for it. Listen, they'll rent a bum. A lot of these professional women, they'll rent a bum, a loser. So rent a dad. Majority of these women ain't paying for nothing. Unless she's a professional woman taking care of a bum. And a lot of black women do that. It's a lot of professional women that take care of bums. But this woman right here, she want to get married, and he's giving her a sharp reality check, and she don't want to hear it, but you called into the show. You already know he's going to tell you the truth. So I don't know why women call in and start crying and complaining. Like, you already know he's going to tell you the facts. He's going to give you to you straight. He's not going to cut no corners with you. And he's actually being patient as he possibly can. He actually is. And he's actually trying to be patient. Let's continue.
Every other race seems to know this. We got 26 black women are married at a 26% rate. So the notion that the least married race of women would do anything to further complicate chances of marriage is insane to us men. You may have had different family circumstances.
You heard what he said? The least married. Who always says that? Who always say the least married women on earth? Kevin, I think you watched a few of my shows because some of you be saying little shit. Kevin, you watched a couple of my shows. I always say the least married women on earth. You don't never hear nobody on YouTube saying that. Name one YouTuber that says the least married women on earth. Now Kevin just said it. I think Kevin may dip and watch a video here and there of mine every now and then.
Somebody like myself get married. If y'all keep putting me in this box and I don't
No, man, you put yourself in a box. We didn't do this. You did this. Don't put that on.
You hear how they always trying to blame everybody else? You put me in a box. You put yourself in the baby mama box. There we go. They blame everybody else for their own bad choices.
I mean, you did that.
My question is, how do I get married if all you're going, if the man that
well, you want the answer?
I have a child.
You want the answer? The chances are you don't. It's highly likely you won't. And that's what we need to start telling women. If you decide to make a baby before you get married, you are unlikely to get married. Every other race seems to know this. We got 26 black women are married at a 26% rate. So the notion that the least married race of women would do anything to further complicate chances of marriage is insane to us men.
That's a fact. The least married women on earth, and they making it harder for themselves to get a husband. And they already the least married women on earth. Crazy. Let's listen. I say that all the time, which is a fact, because it's a fact.
You may have had different family circumstances, but you were born in this country. You knew better. You knew what happens having a kid before marriage and after marriage. You know all that stuff, but you chose to decide to do it out of order. So now you take what comes along with it. It comes along with the box.
People had
what you want, people, and what women like women, and what you want won't happen. You want men to say, "Well, she was young, it didn't happen." All right, that comes on an individual level. Somebody has to be willing to, okay, let's look at it this way. Take it away from you so it's not so personal, okay? Somebody can go to jail. Somebody can go to jail for a felony.
Yeah.
All right. They got that on the record. Let's say it's for some really bad stuff. Let's say it for
Okay.
something. Let's say they got accused of doing something really heinous.
Okay.
Do they get to apply for jobs like they didn't have a felony?
No, sir.
No, they gotta live with that, and they got to be willing for somebody to take a chance on them. They can't. They can say it's not fair, but that's how the marketplace works. But I got to ask a question to you now, because see, I don't have the benefit of people feeling sorry for me because I'm crying. How is it fair for you as a mother of a
Now she's supposed to be crying. Now he just called her out because you know you're supposed to feel sorry for a woman when she cries, right? No matter how wrong she is, we're supposed to feel sorry for her. Just like the Maury show. No matter how disgusting and trifling the woman is, we're supposed to feel sorry for her when she run backstage and cry. You are not the father. If you notice, even on the Maury show, they don't care nothing about that woman and put that man through hell, and he found out it's not his kid. They still run back there to the woman and feel sorry for her instead of saying, you know what? It's messed up all these women trying to put babies on men that are not theirs. They never say that. Maury's like one of the biggest simps on television. He's always panders to women. He pandered to women on Maury's show. He never held them accountable. All these men coming up there and you dragging these men, you cussing these men out, you disrespecting these men, and all these men, you find out they ain't the father of the kid. You not the father. And he still panders to the women. And that's what we're talking about right here. We're supposed to feel sorry for her because she's crying. Man, that's your fault. Why should we always feel sorry because a woman is crying? No matter how wrong she is, we're supposed to feel sorry for her. Now, come on, man. Man, what are you talking about? What is this woman coming to my live? What are you talking about, ma'am? Why are you here? What are you talking about, Tommy? What are you talking about, ma'am? Who's Tommy, ma'am? Who's Tommy? Please tell me who you're talking about, ma'am. Jesus Christ, women come in my live just to say, like, what are you talking about? What are you saying, Tommy, in my comment section for, man? Please, can you please explain that? God damn. Somebody just put Tommy in. What does that mean? What does that mean, ma'am? Tommy. I don't like when people just put comment. Just tell me what you're talking about.
As a single mother,
Tommy,
with a child, with a man that you said was behind the curve. He was had some mental whatever going on, whatever, immature and young. How is it fair for you to take your child and ask another man to raise it as his own? How is it fair to him when you said that child is going to be a liability to him? How is it fair?
Life ain't fair.
How the fuck can you say that and then ask me how this should be fair to you? If you can understand it that way, shut those tears off.
why does this dude keep, man, this guy's trolling the shit out of me. I don't know why this dude keeps saying rent a dad. These women don't rent dads. This dude keeps saying rent a dad. These women aren't renting dads. You put your ass in timeout. I don't know why you keep saying that shit. Rent a dad. If you rent something, you pay for it. When it comes down to it, the man is always paying for something. Keep saying renter. These women aren't renting dads. They're not going online paying for stepfathers. So stop saying. I told you to stop saying it in my comment section. Now you go into timeout. Damn, he keeps saying the same thing. Rent a dad, rent a dad, rent a dad. No, they're not renting dads. You talking about? Rent a dad, 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 rent a dad. They're not renting dad. If you rent a dad, that means you're paying for something. Stop saying words that and making up your own meanings. I can't stand people come to my live and make up their own meaning of stuff. Rent a dad, rent a dad, rent a dad, rent a dad, rent a dad. These women aren't renting dads. God damn, some people just keep saying the same stupid thing over and over and over again. Rent a dad, rent a dad, rent a dad, rent a dad, rent a dad. Shut up, man. And say it again, I'm going to block you. Just some people that don't have no life, man. I asked them nicely. You try to say something nicely. I tried to be nice, but golly, they just won't shut up. When you rent something, what are you doing? You're buying it. These women are not renting dads, and these women aren't looking to pay for a dad. Golly. Anyway, let me get back to the video. What is wrong with people? You just want to troll my channel for it's about to be members only in a minute. That's why I have members only lives to prevent stupid stuff like that. I'm about to turn it to members only. You ain't a member? Oh well.
You can be that fucking cold-hearted when it gets that way. See, gentlemen, you see how quick she was willing to say fuck you to the men? But yeah, she got these crocodile-ass tears when it's her feelings hurt.
Let me rewind that little part. People just come and saying stupid shit.
Lack of fairness in the sexual marketplace for the longest. Now we're starting to hear women talk about unfair. But
somebody said, you said name a person that say that a lot. Tommy, I don't know. I know I've been saying that for like 2 years. I've been saying the least married women on earth. I've seen a few of his shows. I never heard him say that. Somebody said Tommy Sotomayor. I watched a few of his shows. I've never heard him say the least married women on earth. I've never heard him. If you could pull up a video where he said it, because I never heard him say it. Now, I watched a few of his videos. I've never heard him say the least married women on earth. I've never heard him say that. But anyway, now I know he made up a lot of other terms like now I laughed at some of his videos where he talked about hair-hatted hooligans and stuff. I've heard him say stuff like that. That was funny. I heard him call these women hair hats and all that. Yes, Tommy said all that. I've heard that. That was hilarious. I did hear Tommy call them hair hats and hair-hatted hooligans, and I just never heard him say that. But anyway, let's continue.
understand the child that he has, does he have custody of the child?
Yes, sir.
That means he's paying and providing for the child.
He has his daughter full time.
Right. And that means he'd have to take money out of his daughter's mouth to put in your daughter's mouth.
Yes, sir.
That's why he gets so fucking mad.
Exactly. I mean, if he do say it, it's very few men saying that on YouTube. It's very few men saying. I've never heard. If he does say it, I'm not saying he don't. That's fine. But you don't hear too many men talk about how they're the least married women on earth. Like somebody says, my father said the same thing. Tom, yeah, I don't understand when people say that like they're the only person that says that. That's a statistical fact that women are the least married women on earth. But if he says it, oh well. But I know that's a statistical fact. That's why I say it. So I don't know. If you watch him, he said, oh well, that's fine. I mean, but hey, that's just it's a fact. It's a known fact. Somebody said my grandfather said the same thing. Tom is not the only man that says that. Like, right, I don't know. But anyway, whatever. That's fine. But it's very few men saying that. You don't see a lot of men on YouTube say they are the least married women on earth. You don't hear a lot of men saying that on YouTube. That's all I'm saying. But let's continue.
Yes.
But what is the solution? Because we can't take away all these children that were had out of wedlock. And the purpose of me listening to you.
The solution to what? What is the solution to what?
What is this like? How do I get married? Like that's something serious. Like fuck having a stepfather. Like I really, really have a deep desire to get married, and I can't.
Okay, hold on. What is the solution for you? Hold on, breathe. Hold on. How you asked what's the solution? Are you asking me a solution for what do we do with baby mamas? What are we talking about?
No, how do somebody like myself get married? If y'all keep putting me in this box and I don't.
No, man, you put yourself in a box. We didn't do this. You did this. Don't put that on me. You did that.
Exactly.
My question is, how do I get married? If the man that
well, you want the answer?
I have a child.
You want the answer? the chances are you don't. It's highly likely you won't. And that's what we need to start telling women. If you decide to make a baby before you get married, you are unlikely to get married. Every other race seems to know this. We got a 26, black women are married at a 26% rate. So the notion that the least married race of women would do anything to further complicate chances of marriage is insane to us men. You may have had different family circumstances, but you were born in this country. You knew better. You knew what happens having a kid before marriage and after marriage. You know all that stuff, but you chose to decide to do it out of order. So now you take what comes along with it. It comes along with the box.
People had
What you want, people, and what.
Oh man, all right, you out of here. All right, get out of my fucking live. It's about to be members only in a minute. People just don't have a life. People just don't have a life. Just get your punk ass out my channel, bro. God damn, just get your punk ass trolling ass out my channel. You a zillionaire with 50 people watching. Laugh my stop hating, just preach. Sir, my channel has almost 8 million views, sir. It doesn't matter if 30 people are watching me right now. Go look at how many views my channel has, sir. My channel is watched in 50 countries, and I have almost 50K subscribers and 8 million views. I don't care if it was 12 people watching. This video is still going to get views. Doesn't matter how many people are watching me live. Sometimes it's 100 people. Sometimes it's 30 people. Sometimes it's 70 people. Sometimes it may be 200. Every once in a while. Who cares, bruh? People watch my content, punk. So get your punk ass out of my live and don't tell me what to say, punk. I told you to stop saying that shit in my live. If you don't respect my live, you punk ass bitch, you can leave. Take your simp sucker ass out my leave, pussy. Out of my live, pussy. I get so tired of these bitch ass men coming to my live. You sound like a woman. I asked you nicely to stop saying shit, you bitch. Now get the fuck out, you sissy ass faggot. Now you blocked from my channel, bitch. I get so tired of people. He comes in my live. I told him stop saying shit in my fucking live, and your punk ass kept doing it. Now you're blocked for good, bitch. He talking about 30 people watching. It don't matter if it's 40, 10 people watching. My channel has 8 million views, bitch. Doesn't matter how many people are here now. People still watch my content, whether it's now or later. That's just how stupid people are. Dumbass trolls. Get a life. Your punk ass is here because you like listening to me just like everybody else. Just like the 8 million views that I have on my channel. A lot of people watch my shit. I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. People that have bigger platforms than me like watching my shit. Just a bitch. Get your bitch ass out. You don't respect my live. When I ask you to do something, get your punk ass out. I get so tired of these punk ass trolls. You ask them not to do something nicely, and these pussies try to take your kindness for weakness. Now make another troll channel, bitch, and come back. Bring your bitch ass back. Coward ass punk. That's why you gotta hide your face like a bitch. And I can show my face and talk about any topic, punk. That's the difference between me and you punks. Y'all gotta hide and talk shit. I show my face and talk about any damn thing. That's why I have no respect for you bitches. Sissy ass punk. I'm so tired of that shit, man. I asked them nicely twice. I try to keep the chat open. But now the chat is about to go to members only. That's it. Members only. If you ain't a member, oh well. If you ain't a member, that cool. I don't even care. That showed me your level of support. If I ain't worth $4.99, nope, because I'm tired of getting trolled. Tonight, I'm not in the mood for that shit. Now it's going to members only. Dumbass bitch. I get so tired of that shit. I put too much hard work, too much wisdom, too much knowledge, too much shit in my live for these punk ass trolls to come in here, disrupt and try to disrupt my live. It's not going to work. Let me go ahead and put this to members only. If you ain't a member or moderator, oh well. I don't care. Then that means you don't support my channel. You want to come and just disrupt it. Tired of it. If you ain't a members only, oh well. Oh well. That show me your level of support. Let's continue. I don't even care.
Women like women, and what does
you don't support you don't support the channel? Y'all want to fucking troll? Fine. Shout out to my true supporters.
What won't happen? You want men to say, "Well, she was young; it didn't happen." All right, that comes on.
This dude is a dickhead. If you look at my channel, I have 8 million views. What's up, Sedino? My channel has 8 million views. This nigga talking about don't nobody watch me. And if don't nobody watch me, you dumbass, how come I got 8 million views and almost 50,000 subscribers and my channel is watched in 50 countries? These niggas are so stupid. My channel got almost 8 million views. Go look at how many views my channel got. And I got 50K subscribers and my channel is watched in 50 countries. This nigga talking about some 40 people. It doesn't matter. People are going to watch this video. Now it's members only. You don't support the channel, get the fuck out. I'm sick of y'all, mom. I'm sick of being nice to these punk ass niggas. Y'all want to come and watch my shit, but y'all don't support my shit. Fuck you. If I was on here twerking and shit, you be supportive to the channel. Your punk ass. I'm so sick.
On an individual level, somebody has to be willing to, okay, let's look at it this way. Take it away from you so it's not so personal. Okay? Somebody can go to jail. Somebody can go to jail for a felony.
That's right, Ben Sedino.
Right.
That's right, Sedino. That's right. We number one. We number one over here. I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber.
Got that on the record. Let's say it's for some really bad stuff. Let's say it's for something. Let's say they got accused of doing something really heinous.
Okay.
Do they get to apply for jobs like they didn't have a felony?
No, sir.
No, they gotta live with that. And they gotta be willing for somebody to take a chance on them. They can say it's not fair, but that's how the marketplace works. But I gotta ask a question to you now. Because see, I don't have the benefit of people feeling sorry for me because I'm crying. How is it fair for you as a mother of as a single mother with a child, with a man that you said was behind the curve? He was had some mental whatever going on, whatever, immature and young. How is it fair for you to take your child and ask another man to raise it as his own? How is it fair to him when you said that child is going to be a liability to him? How is it fair?
Life ain't fair.
Exactly, Sedino. People are always trolling when they don't have nothing going on. Exactly, Sedino. They don't have a life. They come and troll me. You know, these punks, they hide behind their punk ass channels and wait till I go live just to troll me. They sit around and wait to troll me.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you say that and then ask me how this should be fair to you? If you could understand aftermath, you know all that stuff, but you chose to decide to do it out of order. So now you take what comes along with it. It comes along with the box.
People had
what you want, people, and what women like women, and what you want won't happen. You want men to say, "Well, she was young, it didn't happen." All right, that comes on an individual level. Somebody has to be willing to, okay, let's look at it this way. Take it away from you so it's not so personal. Okay? Somebody can go to jail. Somebody can go to jail for a felony.
Yeah.
All right. They got that on the record. Let's say it's for some really bad stuff. Let's say it's for something. Let's say they got accused of doing something really heinous.
Okay.
Do they get to apply for jobs like they didn't have a felony?
No, sir.
No, they gotta live with that. And they gotta be willing for somebody to take a chance on them. They can say it's not fair, but that's how the marketplace works. But I gotta ask a question to you now. Because see, I don't have the benefit of people feeling sorry for me because I'm crying. How is it fair for you as a mother of as a single mother with a child with a man that you said was behind the curve? He was had some mental whatever going on, whatever, immature and young. How is it fair for you to take your child and ask another man to raise it as his own? How is it fair to him when you said that child is going to be a liability to him? How is it fair?
Life ain't fair.
How the fuck can you say that and then ask me how that should be fair to you? If you can understand it that way, shut those tears off. You can be that fucking cold-hearted when it gets that way. See, gentlemen, you see how quick she was willing to say fuck you to the men? But yet she got these crocodile-ass tears when it's her feelings hurt? That's why I want my critical detractors to say, they got no problem putting this shit on men, but then I ask them, how's it fair to have to go raise another man's kid? Life ain't fair.
The reason why I said that is because
I don't care why you said it, man. I don't care how you said it. That sounded fucked up. But I'm glad you were honest because that's how you really felt.
No, that's what you just told me, that life is not fair. That's why I said that.
Yeah, okay. You're responsible for the words that come out of your mouth. They're not going to make it seem like I put those words there.
I'm not saying that.
That dog won't hunt.
What I'm saying is that's the
answer my question. Answer my question. How is it fair that another man has to raise your daughter?
It's not fair.
Then why are you asking for fairness?
When I was asking for fairness, I was being fair by accepting him and this child.
You're not accepting him, ma'am. He has his own daughter to raise. How is it fair for him to take food and money and resources from his biological child to share it with your biological child who is not going to be an asset? Because you're not doing. Listen, ma'am. Listen. Wait, if it was not you, you would not see that this man is being done any favors. He's helping you out.
He is helping me out, but the reason why I don't feel like I am such a liability to him is because my role in his business directly affects the financial. I do help him.
How long has he been in business?
Excuse me?
How long has he been in business?
I know at least one of his businesses has been around for 8 years.
I'm sorry, your little 6 months of doing something ain't that important.
I'm the first and only woman that's working.
Your little 6 months of doing something ain't that important. This man had his custody of his daughter and was running a successful business before he met you. Don't diminish that man like that.
I'm not trying to diminish him. I just felt
no. Well, what you did, his business was around 8 years.
I was not trying to diminish him. The
issue is, ma'am, you're in a situation that you don't like and you're trying to balance it out, and it won't balance.
That's not true.
It won't balance. It's like a square wheel. It will not roll. It will not roll.
Boy, I tell you, boy, she got an excuse like, man, he got a lot of patience. I don't have this kind of patience. I got to give it to him. He got a lot of patience. I can't deal with that. I have patience, but I ain't got that kind of patience. That's ridiculous. She got an excuse for everything. It's just like, come on. And she was like, come on. She's trying to fight every step of the way.
And this is how about this? Let's go to the different way.
And then she got a nerve to act like she crying because she don't like what he's saying. They kill me with them fake ass tears.
10 years old or 18 years old, you had known then what you know about being a single mother now. Would you have chosen? Would you still make the choice that you did to get pregnant?
No, sir.
That's all we need to know. That's the test of a decision. Would you do it again?
But I never decided to be a single mom. I woke up one day and was like, I want to be independent. That was never my mindset. I've been wanting to be, and I've been marriage since I was probably 18.
You got pregnant before marriage. That makes you a single mother.
I understand what that makes me. But
Then
that
you
isn't.
woke up and decided to be a single mom.
I woke up to do what was best for my child. I did not feel.
You got pregnant before you got married. You decided to be a single mother. That's what makes you a single mother. And the more you dance around that issue, just because you don't like the classification, it's still a square wheel. And it's only going to impede your progress because you're fighting against reality.
So I should just break.
The reality, and here's the reality: the market get to decide. Let me net it out to you. Ma'am. Who gets to decide the price of a vehicle, the price of something? The person who's buying or the person who's selling? Who gets to decide the value? The buyer or the seller?
Initially, the buyer. I mean, not the buyer.
Not initially. Not initially.
Initially,
the seller sets a price. The buyers determine whether or not they want to pay that price.
Okay, so I had it backwards.
Right. So that's how that works. The men are the buyers. And sorry, the buyers, men, value single mothers less than women with children. And less than women without children.
If I'm gonna just be honest, like what I feel like, not what I think you're doing, like what I'm getting out this conversation is that I just need to end my relationship and start being a single mom. Like it sounds like it's no hope for a single mom. What you do, no matter how hard you try, like that's really what I'm getting out the conversation. And I don't want to be like my uncles that are my aunts that bitter and not married and bitter and divorced. Like I want to make a change. So I did make a mistake, but in a conversation, I fucked up so bad. I probably can't do anything. I just feel like
ma'am, I want you to go back to the beginning of the conversation. Did this man start dating you with the express intention of wanting to marry you?
If I'm honest, I don't know.
Well, then that's the problem. See, so don't tell me what you're getting off of this conversation when you started dating a man knowing you wanted to be married and you didn't get that clear first. See, that's why I'm good at what. No, ma'am, I'll let you speak. That's why I'm good at what I do. Because you try to put yourself into what you're getting is you're not dating on purpose. You're not choosing a man based upon the outcome you want and the situation you're in. You're not getting buy-in from that initially. So if you find yourself 6 months down the line, quitting your job, working for a man, you're trying to put a square peg in a round hole to reverse engineer a relationship to be a marriage. Did that man start off dating you with the intention of wanting to get married? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't have dated him.
That doesn't. I can't understand this because I don't think.
What do you mean you don't understand it? What do you mean you don't understand it? Hi, John. My name is, what's your first name?
Maya.
Maya. Hey, John. My name is Maya. How you doing? Yeah, I think you're cute. You think I'm cute? You want to go out? You want to go to a date? Cool. Well, guess I'm looking to get married. I'm only want to date towards marriage.
I'm so sick of her excuses. And we're going to move on to the next one. He got more patience than I do. Let's move on to this other crazy looking chick here. Let's move on to this chick. She had this woman has she got a bunch of kids and 2 baby daddies, and she got a nerve to come on here and give advice. I'm gonna do this one and I'm gonna get out of here because I got work to do in my studio tonight. So I'm so sick of her excuses. I swear he got more patience than I do because I can't deal with all them excuses, and they want to keep taking you in a circle and fighting the truth and getting mad at the facts. I can't deal with it. That's too much. Let's listen to this crazy looking chick trying to give advice, and she's a baby mama with 2 baby dads. I don't understand. These women always don't have their life together, always trying to give advice. I don't understand these women that don't have their life together, always giving advice. Like, come on.
I'm single.
Mm-hmm. What can I do for you?
Copy, sweetheart.
What was that?
It
It was bad. It had nothing,
so
no fire,
first
no energy, no
I saw
nothing.
clips of your show on TikTok, and I really did not like you.
You know I
okay?
have a show to run here, you know?
And then relationships.
You got any kids?
Yes,
How many?
3,
How many fathers?
2.
Are you married?
No,
Were you ever married?
no, but I was
You want to be
engaged.
married?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you think you're a lost cause for marriage?
I don't know.
You don't?
I do not know the answer to that question.
How old is your youngest child?
My youngest is 1.
How old is your oldest?
He asked her, is she a lost cause for marriage? Yes, you are, ma'am. If you can't answer that question, you are a lost cause. You are a lost cause. You got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. Yep. Now watch her have the nerve to try to give some advice.
12.
How come you didn't marry either of the 2 men you had babies for?
The first baby father, I was with him for 13 years, and I was naive, and
Uh-huh.
you know, I was kind of lazy.
Naive at 20?
There's a season. I'm talking about a person
Pardon?
walking in.
Naive at 20 years old?
Talking about.
Unfortunately, if I'm going to give you the honest truth, I've learned a lot since then. So knowing what I know now,
Okay.
yes, I was
All
very
right,
naive.
all right. So
I don't know what this chick is talking
yeah,
about.
and you didn't marry him, and then you had a baby who's 1. How long were you with that man?
You're not gonna walk in your purpose, man.
That was a blip.
A
Like,
blip.
my
Were you
parents
pregnant
died,
longer
and I
than
was
the
with-
relationship lasted?
My parents died, and I was
Were
going
you
through
pregnant longer
great
than the
depression.
relationship lasted?
There was no
Were you
relationship,
pregnant
sir.
longer than the relationship lasted?
I would say so, yeah.
Holy shit.
And you don't know whether or not you're a lost cause for marriage?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I guess I am a lost cause according to your equation.
She belongs to the streets.
Or what equation would you not be a lost cause for marriage if you were pregnant longer than you were in a relationship with a blip? Who would marry that?
Don't old people get married?
Death is better.
Pardon?
Death is better.
Death is better than marrying at the old age.
No better than marrying you.
Oh, I guess.
Ma'am, you got pregnant by a blip. You got
My
pregnant.
mother
You got pregnant
died.
by a blip.
Now
My mother died.
You got pregnant by a
be
blip.
whatever I want.
What's the child's name? Blip?
Child's name,
Baby Blip?
Kwame.
Kwame? Kwame Blip?
Kwame.
Blip Kwame? Yeah, his nickname should be Blip. You know his daddy's name? Did you know his dad?
Yeah,
Is it-
we
you
know
call him
each
Blip?
other.
You call him Blip?
No.
Fuck this blip, I'm out. Fuck this blip, I'm out. So you're going to say that, you know, who not everybody's a lost cause. A woman with 3 kids and 1 by a blip.
I wasn't talking about myself, honey. I'm chilling. I'm good as a single mom.
Don't overtalk me. Yeah, whoever said everybody's a lost cause, but when shit gets this out of hand, it's easy to say it's more lost than not. And what's wrong with calling a blip a blip? What's wrong with calling a
what it
spade a
is.
spade? What's wrong with calling some shit just so far out of control it can't be corrected?
Can't be corrected.
Yes.
So I have a daughter, right? So should I feel like
What-
she's gonna go through the same thing I went through?
Well, if you don't get your shit together, yeah. You just had a baby with a blip.
Do that.
You just had a baby with a blip, man. You got a 1-year-old blip. How you gonna raise your daughter to do the same thing? You got a blip over there. Since you want to clap, let's clap. You ain't worrying about the daughter. You got blips going on. Hey, let's help you get into college and find it. Let's talk about what relationships are for. I was with your daddy for 12 years. I had to marry him. But you know, let me make sure you're properly socialized. But oh, by the way, I got a blip going on. I can't worry about you. Mama got more than
That is really bad.
No, you
It
asked.
is.
You asked because you thought you were gonna check me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't do this.
I wasn't trying to check
I didn't.
you.
You said I'm gonna tell my daughter. I didn't. We didn't do these things to y'all. And so when we talk about them, you bring it to the marketplace. If you had said, you know what? No, I don't want to be married. I'm just gonna raise my children and live the rest of my life this way. This is too much for anyone. I had nothing to say. But you said, yeah, why not? And I'm like, yeah, why?
You said
I
we
know
didn't
what
do
I
this
said.
to y'all.
Yeah. Hey, Shirley.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken,
Don't come in here
turkeys,
giving
rat.
advice.
You name it.
I'm coming here giving advice and what I should be saying and who I should be talking to. Go on. I just got the nerve, man. The nerve. These are my critics. Bye, Blippy. I didn't like you initially, but
This chick had an excuse for every doggone thing, man. Oh my God. You hear she had an excuse for every child, every baby she had was an excuse. The second guy was a blip. I mean, come on, man. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'm out of here. I just as an excuse. First lady crying, next one got excuses. Just stop it. Well, that was a blip. I got pregnant by a blip. What is a blip, ma'am? What is a blip? That was a blip. How many more blips are you gonna have? It's just crazy, man. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'm out of here. I will holler at y'all later. These women are, man, something is wrong with these new age modern women. Oh my God. It was a blip. How was that a blip? All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll see y'all later, man. It was just a special Saturday night joint. I wanted to go over it, man. And all right, y'all have a good night. I'm gone. I got work to do in my studio, man. Y'all have a good night.
Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby.